Hi there, it's Janice Thompson from JazzleDazzleCraft.co.uk. I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator and I live and work in Scotland. I'm just getting myself set up here. I'm going in too far, I think, now. Can I not just do it a wee bit? That's it. Okay, so it's Sunday. It's, it's 6 o'clock, I think. So there's something going on with my smartwatch thing and it's set to the wrong time. My Fitbit, that's what it's called. I couldn't even remember. Right, just bear with me. I'm just going to get myself on my other device so that I can see any comments. So if you have come in, come away in, make yourself at home, sit by the fire or the aircon, whatever suits you best, and help yourself to food and drink from the table. And yeah, you'll have some friends here, I'm sure. If you've never said hello on the chat before on a live, please do so today. You'll find we're a friendly bunch. Yes, some of us can't spell, but that's okay. So which way round are we doing this? Right, okay. All right. So hi Karen, Tilly, and hi Valerie, and hi Randy. How lovely to see you all. And Alison, bonsoir, mon ami. Right. I have, in my usual fashion, only decided a couple of minutes ago. Hi Karen, and you come. Karen, I think your keyboard is missing. Was that evening? It's taking shortcuts there. Anyway, look, I just decided what I'm going to do. But hi Lanny, and you come. This will evolve. It's another of my mad scene building kind of things that I've been doing recently. So I've got out 3 inks. I think I've got them out with a purpose, but we'll see. We'll see how that goes. So I've got Early Espresso, Granny Apple, Green, Boho Blue. I've got a couple of blending brushes, as you see, green and blue. Got some, what are they called? Blends or alcohol markers, Stampin' Up alcohol markers. And they come in pairs of light and dark, which sometimes it makes it easy for blending. If you're a lazy crafter like me, they actually are so forgiving, it's unbelievable. But this is Petunia Pop, and this is one of our new in colours. So that's in the catalogue that will go live on Wednesday. Hey Pauline, and you come too. Everyone budge up and let your pals in. Yeah. Hi Jackie, and you come. And this is Pecan Pie. So we'll see what happens. As most of you will have known the first time you saw the catalogue, a lot of you will have said, oh, there's a Janice stamp set. And I've hardly used it. So, of course, it was top of my order. I even had friends who were on stage as I wasn't able to be there. So I had friends that were actually on stage, messaged me and said, Janice, there's an amazing stamp set, you'll love it. And it was this one. So yeah, they weren't able to show me because that was breaking rules and things, but they told me that I would be happy when I saw the tree that was coming. So I'm going to stamp with it. But first of all, I've got this piece of white. And who wants a completely white piece of card? I am thinking I'm going to do a strip of trees along there and along there. So I'm going to take out the stamp to give me a bit of a guide-ish. It is just going to be a bit of a guide-ish. So I kind of want just a small amount of green along here and along there, and then a sky. And then we'll work it out as we go along. Now, so where's the inks I got out? So I've got Granny Apple Green and Boho Blue. So Granny Apple Green. Hey Amanda, in you come, my dear. Oh, thank you, Valerie, for saying so. It was so mad on Friday doing that live on someone else's channel. That was all a bit crazy for me. It was a bit wild, but hey, it went okay in the end. So again, taking my brush, going to do a bit of blending. Not really worried about blotching or anything like that. It's just because the blotching adds to the texture, to be honest. For me, it's like an arty touch. But it's going to be stamped over, so it's really just to take, I'm taking this boring white away and put in a bit of foreground. So I don't know how many cards I'll get out of this, if any. I don't even know if it'll work properly, but in my head, I'm using these water-based inks, and then I'm going to do some colouring over the top, but I will do that with my alcohol blends because they don't mix. The water-based ink does not react when you put alcohol ink over the top, so that's good. I'm exhausted myself. This is hard work. Yes, I did make bookmarks. They're actually here. Do you want a wee quick look? Let's stop and take a breather because I'm exhausted myself with all that. So from the sheet that I stamped, if you want, I will put photos on my social media soon of what I'd stamped, but if you go to Artful Stamping with Ruth, you will be able to see the charity event that she did for Cycle with Dignity, which is about period poverty for girls in Africa. So she did a fundraising event. It was her birthday on Saturday, so on Friday she did what, 7.5 hours or even nearly 8 hours live over 2 sessions. So it's worth watching because, well, I'm there, I'm on it twice. I did a live video doing this, and then I joined her for some stamping, but it didn't work quite as well as we would have liked it to, but hey, it was fun. So I had a bit of fun chopping this up because I didn't want to chop duck heads off and deer heads off and things like that. And I didn't want to chop up foxes, so I kind of had to cut strategically, and I'd only got 4, and then I had this other narrow strip, so I thought, well, cutting it into strips, then it can make it into the width that I wanted. So I got 5 decent bookmarks out of that, and I had a lot of fun. And it, I will put on my own and let you guys guess how many stamps I used, how many things, yeah. So anywho, let's get some sky in here. I wondered about what was the set that I used on Friday that's got the clouds in it. I've looked at clouds from both sides now because it's not in the Grove. So what was the other stamp set I used, because it had good clouds, and now I've forgotten which one it is. I'll just get the colour down and you might remember before I get to that stage. Or I might even remember. What stamp set was the Lovely Clouds? It's a new one. Oh, my brain. No, they're not in the mountain one, Karen. There's the mountain one. So it's in the Grove. I'm thinking about add clouds here, but I can't remember. Oh, I know, it's the one about the moon. Right, okay, I remembered. What's the moon one called? Because I'll need to find it. Can someone check the name so that I've got a chance of finding it in my mess? Anyway, let's put blue down. I'm gonna have talked and done nothing at this rate. I'm just putting a blotchy sky, and I thought then I could put clouds here, but I wait till I've stamped my trees first. So you're kind of guessing sky foreground, then I'm going to stamp some trees. Back to the moon or something. Could somebody double check for me? I keep thinking it's Dark Side of the Moon, but that's a record. An LP for those that are my kind of age. I don't know why it's... I mean, it's possible that I've not put it away properly and it could be Under the Moon. And now who's going to start singing Under the Moon of Love? Does anybody want to just come and have a wee look to see if they can find it on my desk? So as I say, I'm just taking the stark white. I can go in again later once I've stamped, but okay. Isn't that pretty? She lied. There it is. I can see Under the Moon. The other one I want to... Oh yeah, there's the other stamps that I might want out. I might want Beside Me, and I might want Under the Moon. Or there is a possibility of Beach Day Birds, because there's birds in here that I like. And as you know, it's not just trees that I really love. I like birds and butterflies. And right, I pulled those stamp sets close by. Oh yes, that's okay. I'm just faffing about anyway, and you come. Right, so I now need a block. And my block case is falling on the floor. To be honest with you, I haven't been feeling too grand today. Had a bit of an upset tummy. I had an afternoon basically on the couch there. I crafted in the morning and I just kind of chilled on the couch. And I have to say, I'm feeling a bit better than I was. So I thought, no, I'm going to go. Because sometimes actually coming and being with you guys perks me up quite a lot. Right, so I'm going to stamp my tree with Early Espresso. Oh, Valerie, I hadn't realised that you had been poorly. Oh, I hope you feel better soon. And anyone else who's watching who's been poorly. Hey Judy, in you come. So, first tree going down. Second tree going down, overlapping a little bit. Don't mind if I do. Sometimes if you've got a bigger stamp, it's easier to ink it up that way. But remember not to press too hard, just tap, tap, tap. We're not digging the stamp into the pad, are we, girls? So I'm kind of thinking April trees. So what happens in April, and I've been enjoying when we've been around, out and about and near the park. So I'm just stamping that one off on that side. Inking it up again. See, when you've got this blotchy colours and things, once you start stamping on it, it's fine. And then this one, just about there. Yeah, the blossom. So I'm going to do a bit of, I'm going to see if I can recreate some cherry blossom. I like it already. This may not get as far as cards. Remember, folks, once I'm done, to go over to JazzleDazzleCrafts and see what Barry and Jay are doing tonight. I had a kind of exchange with them on Facebook this morning, and I think Miss Barry asked if I was prepping for tonight. I was like, prepping is overrated because, yeah, I have to see what I'm in the mood for before I go live. And I have found, and I know everybody's different, thankfully, if I prep too much other than just have an idea, it always goes wrong. It never goes to plan. I'm going to space these ones on this side. I'm going to space the trees out this time just to see what difference. Who just likes to look at trees like me? Any trees? I just love trees. Sometimes I'll sit under a tree and think about all that tree has seen over the, you know, some of them have lived hundreds of years. And you sort of think, you know, what has that tree seen? What's happened under that tree over the years? If trees could talk, maybe it's just as well they don't. What do you think? So then, my idea here now, I don't know how, you know, this will take some time, but I'm like thinking this is lovely already, isn't it? It really is. I love that I can admire my own work. Oh, Valerie, that's so lucky for you. That's fantastic that you look out over a park. Now I'm just going to, at the moment I've got my light petunia pop. Now I'm basically just going to do blobs on this tree. Because this one is laden with blossom. I'm just doing kind of circular motions. You see the blossoms coming already, and see the great thing is that these blends don't react with the water-based ink. They don't you know, like revive the colours, and they don't mix now. So alcohol and water don't mix well. Is that why we, once we're drinking alcohol, we stick with it? Yeah. It's not true, they do a bit, but to a degree. I certainly don't put water in my gin. I do tonic, but it's not really water, is it? I'm just blending in now, girls and boys. So who's been having a good day? Who's having a tough day? Yeah, the cherry blossoms go too quickly. We generally don't have to rake them up because they tend to blow in the wind so fast. I'll just take the dark one and do some just... Oh, Karen, yeah, okay, I'm glad that you're calm now. Yeah, I just didn't feel well. I was talking to Karen this morning. We crafted together for a little bit on a video call, and then Karen had to go and do family stuff, and I just didn't feel great. So I just went and sat for a while. Picking up now. I think I'm just tired, to be honest. I'm just being a bit busy. I'm hoping that's all it is anyway. Things are settling now, so I'm going to make sure I have an early night tonight. Kind of doing some in the middle of those blobs and then adding. I've got another idea for this as well, so now what stamp set was I using? Just wonder, I've got a stamp in mind that I was using on Friday night, and I used it for the little flowers in the foreground of my picture. It wasn't, can anyone remember? It wasn't that stamp, but there was another one with little, can anyone else that was watching on Friday remember? I'm terrible. I'm terrible. I'm terrible. Things keep coming to me, and then right. So what stamp sets wasn't wearing? I annoy myself when I can't remember. My head is thinking of ideas, and I had this stamp set that had. Oh, here it is. It is this stamp's in the mountain one, right? So I'm wondering if I can do some blossom and another tree with that. So just thinking of different ways to create the cherry blossom. Now I could stamp this and see what happens, but also it can give me some blossom on the ground. It will require a block, Janice. Let's see, this is all purely experimental. I'll put the lid on my blend just now. Oh, that's good. Right, so I did remember this. So I'm going to pop some. So let's see if we can just... I'm just giving you different ways to create some cherry blossom. I'm wondering whether to bring in that other lovely pink that we got. Sometimes I want to use Flirty Flamingo, but let's just use our new. When we get something new, we need to give it a bit of an earring. So let's clean this off and add in. Let's play with Pretty in pink as well, because these new colours are just so lovely. I'm in love with them. Now, I know last year or the year before, I can't remember how recent it was, I did do a cherry blossom tree, and it must have been before Lovely as a Tree went, actually, so it maybe isn't that recent. Hey Kenzie, and you come. I love to be second best. I am just joking, Kenzie. Love to be someone's second choice. Yeah, please, thumbs up for this, because I'll tell you what, a few hours ago I wasn't even coming on. Right, okay, so now I'm just going to give the trunk a bit of a colour in with this. Now, there really is no need to put a whole load of different shades here, because the artist, the Stampin' Up artist, has put in so much shade, and it shows through. So I'm just adding so that the trunk doesn't look translucent. That'd be cool if you could see through the trunk of a tree. And just, you know, just add a few bits of the branches going up through the tree there. And then if you wanted a bit more greenery in the tree, then we must have a dottage stamp. Well, it's not that. Right, come on, dottage. Where is, which one, new ones have got dottage? I'm testing my demonstrator friends. Come on. Tell me what's got dottage. Dotage. What, the trees? Okay, you need the trees. Everybody needs a tree in their life. Oh look, there's a dottage here. That'll do. That'll do. Save me hunting and just get what's thoughtful wishes. I've got about 6 million stamp sets out. Honestly, use what you've got already. You know, I don't want you to get to the stage where you, if you have to, you want to have everything I've used, and then it's going to cost you hundreds of pounds to make a card. Yeah, you have to have this. Right, so I'm going to bring in the Granny Apple Green and see if this works. Might not work, but that's okay. But just because, you know, when the cherry blossoms out, so are the leaves, or they're young and they're vibrant. I love this time of year when everything is lush, and it certainly is in Scotland because we've had lots of rain. So our trees are certainly lush. This is doing the trick, isn't it? Who doesn't see change in leaves? Ah, right, yeah. So there's one cherry blossom tree. Here's another, and we'll add, why did I take that off there? Of course I'm going to use it again. We'll add our blossom on the floor, the forest floor. Right, so we'll put, this time what I'm going to do is put the green leaves in here first and then add the blossom. But I'm doing it with the stamp. I've shown you it with the alcohol, and it also works with stamps. Kenzie, we were a little bit early for, there were quite a lot of, oh, I've gone in the pink, oh well, I was going in there in a little while anyway. We were a bit early for the full cherry blossom. We were there early in March, and the full cherry blossom is out late in March, but there were quite a lot of varieties of cherry tree out. Anyway, as there are in the UK, some are out earlier than others. Right, so that's some green on there. So what I can do this time is use this dottage one and see how that looks as blossom over the top of the... Your brother was married in Tokyo. Wow. Yeah, we had 5 full-on days and we had great fun. I loved it. There's so much more that, you know, you could spend weeks or months in Japan itself. I mean, as you probably know, it's several islands. We were only in, well, we did go into the country and into the hills up for a little trip. I was on a bullet train, did the Shibuya Scramble Crossing, I saw Mount Fuji, I saw Hills Valley. Yeah, it's just quite a country. So I'm going to clean this off and add some of the lighter pink as well. What's it called? Pretty in Pink. Just right, so we've got 3 cherry trees here done slightly differently. Now, how are we doing? We're after 6:30. So if we're going to get any cards out of this, I'm going to cut this in half just now and leave the other half to do later. In actual fact, I might kind of just leave that one like that. There's something quite cool about that. I'm going to cut it in half and concentrate on the cherry blossom just now. Because I'm going to sort of obviously improve the sky a little bit. You see, that's... Oh, look at this. Typical Janice, isn't it? Well, goodness knows what we'll have to put in that sky. But I'm going to leave that one just now and see if we can concentrate on this one. Let's see if I can wipe that finger off. Yeah, the plane trees are quite nice too, just to enjoy the pencil drawing, yeah. Right, so this is cherry blossom. It's been a bit windy, it's blowing on the ground, but the sky's just a bit boring, isn't it? So what are we going to do here? I've got lots of things out, so let's have a look. What did I get that out for? Clouds. Yeah, I'm going to have some birds and I'm going to have some clouds. I've looked at clouds from both sides now. And that is a point. These are nice thick stamps. You could actually stamp with both sides of this. Yeah, we could do that, Kenzie, yeah. So you can obviously stamp with the distinctive side, or you can turn that over if you wanted a more solid. I'm going to probably pop this at the other end, but you can, oh, well, maybe you can't, it doesn't want to stick. Look what's happened. Oh, heck. Maybe you should make sure it's stuck before you do things like that. Because it's a distinctive stamp, it might not do this as well as I thought it might, but hey, we'll try. So if you don't try, you won't know. So I would give you a really, gosh, That's a strong amount of colour. Turn it over. And just, I'm not sure what that is coming out of the sky there. It looks like it's like it could be an animal, couldn't it? Oh, take care, Judy. So maybe you don't like that, but you might have a reason why. It's quite cloudy, but there's sun peeking through, I think, as well. Not quite sure about that now, but hey, it's done. It's a thundercloud, yeah, it's something. I think it's something, an animal with its mouth open there. Okay, and then I wanted birds. Right, so the birds are not there, or there, or there. I think these seagulls look a bit fun. Because they get everywhere, don't they? This flying one. I might have one of these on a tree. I've got a little block here, so let's just have a wee look. And I might just get the basic grey out. Yeah, where does they go? Bright skies, so they might have rain coming from that particular cloud. So how many stamp sets have I pulled out now? It's going to be an avalanche. Watch out! Told you. So I'm thinking that the rain could come from this dark one now that it's happened. None of this was planned. None of it. It's evolving. And I don't know if it's good or it's bad, but it's evolving. Yeah, an umbrella stamp would be quite good, wouldn't it? So this will just be on this particular part of the strip. It's bonkers, I know, but that's kind of justifies that a wee bit for me. Do you not think? Right. It's funny how you can, there's no way that I had any idea that any of this was going to happen. But then, a seagull. At least nobody's eating chips here, so they're safe. And then we could give this one a wee, oh no, I can't have an even number of seagulls flying, can I? Have to have another one. And we might give them a wee colour in to make them a bit more solid in a little while. But what about then this little seagull? He could be down here, couldn't he? Hiding. Or sitting on a tree. Or this one hiding out of the rain. There we go. That's just purely for fun. Just making a bit of space here. Okay. So what next? Put these seagulls away safely, Janice, before you lose them. That might be a good idea. Yeah, they know the storm's coming. Then I'm like, well, you see, then you could have. I never noticed that before. There could be some lightning happening there, and there could be a sun over here. We're just going ridiculous. But there's nothing to say I can't be ridiculous, is there? Sunshine after rain. Well, you know, we gather these stamps, we should use them, shouldn't we? So there's, I never knew Bright Skies was going to be coming out. I'm thinking that like there's a nice area there just to have a bit of sun appearing. Oh no, I don't think I have a rainbow stamp, so that, or maybe I did, but I don't know. I think I might have something with a teeny tiny one in, but you're just complicating it for me now. We'll leave the sun up there and we'll just give this a little bit of some lightning. Do you think we'll just... It'll break up the cloud a bit, won't it? Right, stop, because you're just getting carried away. Right, so this is completely different to what I had in my mind. So I'm going to close up these inks so I've got room to start chopping it up. So are we doing 2 cards? I think 2 cards will be fine because then they've got like a nice picture. I mean, you could chop it into 1, 2, 3. Actually, that might actually chop it into 4. Let's just have a wee look. Let's get my trimmer. I'm not cutting. I'm just going to show you where it. But I need to make a space because I don't know. Somebody's opened a whole lot of stamp packs here, and I've not got the small rabbit, but I've got the fox. He's out, but he's a bit big, isn't he? Is he allowed to come in? Well, I'll tell you what, I'll cut the individual panels and then I can add something like that. Yeah, just for fun, yeah. So I've been looking at this and thinking that if I cut that about there, and then we can have like a non-storm here, and then have a panel maybe that's got the storm in, and then 2 panels. So this is 14, so if let's just do it. Can we get 4 cards from this if we're... So if I cut that at about 7.7, let's go 7. 7.2 is about a quarter of that. It's quite boring, there's nothing happening in that one. And then again, 7.2, that cuts that tree in half. Ouch, I don't like that. But you've got the storm happening there. And then, what big is this? She says. Oh, dear me. I think I might just make this into one full scene. So what I'm going to do is take that to 14 and I'm going to chop a bit of that tree off. And then I want to take this to 9.7. I am working in centimetres here, folks, but obviously you can do your own working out. I want to chop all of that seagull off, so we'll just chop his feet off. Ouch, 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 ouch. So I didn't want to cut too much into the sun either. Right, so that will make one panel on a card, and I need a sheet of white, basic white. There we go. I think the fox might peek in. If I was die cutting, which I'm not die cutting today, but you could die cut and then we could get the squirrel and the rabbit in from In the Grove die set. So we need to be getting them out soon. I think one day soon I'll die cut some of them. Right, I need this panel because I want a white panel around here. Because then it'll look a bit like a photograph. See? Now, kill colour. What colour will I do for the card base? Will we pick out the cherry blossom colour? Or will I go with the garden green? A bit petunia pop, because then we're pulling out the blossom. Come on, Janice. Oh, we're not too worried about perspective here. It's completely silly. As if our clouds and our rain and my sun are in perspective. The fox will just be. If you see what I did the other night when what did I do? Can't remember now. What the ducks were bigger than the dolphins. We don't care about stuff like that. We just give our imagination. So people are all here. Right. I'm just going to put this together before I forget what I was doing. Or did I want to... Is the fox in this scene? What? Who else need... I think that scene's enough. Do you not think? That's right, the monster ducks. Yeah, they were cool. Yeah, I think this, I'm not going to add any more to this one. I think that's just fine. So we've made a card, at least that's something. And then I actually think I want to cut at least one card from here. I'm not sure about what's going on there, but I want just one just with the line drawings on the cards. I think I'll just chop this one along at 14 as well. Because sometimes boring is okay too. I thought this was trimmed, but it's not. So this one could just get like a wee sentiment down here. I might actually just stamp the clouds gently there, just to distract from that big blobby bit. Hi Carolyn, you come, my love. Pull up a seat by the fire. Now, does this need... This obviously won't be going on a Petunia pop card though. Card base. It could go on a... I don't know if I've got any boho blue. I think that might be something I'm needing to order. But let's just have a quick check in here. Yeah, boho blue needs to be ordered. So, but we've got Granny Apple Green here. Been using it a fair bit this weekend. Oh, Kenzie, thank you so much. That's so kind. That'll help me to find a stamp set with a rainbow in it. Oh, thank you. You're always welcome to tea or whatever by the fire. Okay, where is the glue? I see this as being very calming, peaceful. Do you? That tree is just beautiful. Yeah, or a mail card. It's beautiful in its simplicity, isn't it? I'm just going to pop this over so that I can really make sure it's flat. Actually, sometimes it's good to, you know, take your bone folder. Make sure that your glue's spread nice and evenly. It looks a bit more professional. So there we go. 2 cards. I've not got to sentiments, and I've got these 2 at least left. And that's too funny, too silly. I even had scraps of boho blue. Will somebody put boho blue card in my basket, please? Should have scraps. I've not got any scraps of boho blue. How's that? I had a whole pack of it. I must have used loads and loads. Okay. Oh, here's a strange combination, I think. Maybe, if I can find it. Okay, it's gone. Where is my... of a where is everything moment. I just want to make a couple of simple cards now. I was looking for my early espresso card. Yep, there's a pile of things needing tidied up. Was probably amongst that. Right, of course I don't know what, oh yeah, that was 7.2 by 10.5. You could use it now. I've shown you a couple of ways. There's even more ways to use it, even more, because you could use it for almost every season. Is that the right size for a layer? Yes, sure it is. Right, and then I should have had all this done. This when someone will say, you should get organised before you come in. Well, honestly, organised is overrated. I don't have that kind of brain. My brain isn't wired that way. Yeah, there's no dies. It's just a lovely... Oh, actually, I think that... No, there are dies. There are dies. Maybe... Yeah, let me have a quick look. Yeah, there are dies. And actually, it's got... So you could have great fun with this. Look. It's got the die that cuts out the whole stamp that I've just been playing with, but then you've got this bare branched tree trunk and bare branches, and this piece here which will presumably would give you the leafage for that, or the leafings. And then you've got these standalone leaves, and then you've got this one that cuts out the little sprig of leaves. I've lost this original stamp set now, so yeah, it's not doing good here. Yeah, I don't know where I've laid it. But anyway, yeah, I had it a minute ago. Did I take it in my hand to look for the dies? I don't know. Anyway, yeah, so yes, it does have dies. There you go. Nightmare, I'm into... Right, where was I? I'm trying to hurry, and then of course that just all goes wrong. Yeah, perspective's not, it's overrated. Okay, so there, we're going to put that one there like that on white just because I can. Does anyone else love seagulls or find them amusing? I don't love them if I'm outside eating, like at the seaside eating chips or something. But I always like to photograph them, and I always like to imagine what they're saying to each other. I've had this idea for years to take a lot of photographs of seagulls and then write a funny book. And I didn't want to... I didn't know whether I wanted to make it an adult-only book, adult conversation, or to make it a children's storybook. Or I guess you could do this 2 different versions using the same. Okay, so we've just gone over 7 o'clock. So I've got this one here. Do you think I'll just do the same with the pink, because the pink, the petunia pot works really well there, doesn't it? Sure does. Okay. Why did I not cut two while I was on? So I hope you've enjoyed another bit of mad, crazy crafting. I don't know why I didn't call myself the crazy crafter. Is there someone already called that? I'm not quite sure. Well, we'd have to have some kind of stamping on here. I'm just wondering. I've just got one idea. If you want to go over and see the guys on the JazzleDazzleCraft, they will be started now. But I'm going to finish very soon. But I just had an idea. We could have pink rain on here, couldn't we? The sentiment could go there, but do you know, if you can make something a bit more fun. I don't always put sentiments on cards. And bring this out. Purple Rain, Karen, yeah, I was thinking that, and then I'll start singing it. Yeah, we're going to go for Pretty and Pink Rain. This is a lovely stamp. Lovely stamp. I'm probably going to ruin this card, but you don't know till you try. Okay, did I hear you saying wow? No? Okay. And then just to even up, we'll just have and make of that what you will. It's just a great way to demonstrate that stamp and just to keep the theme going of different ways to work with that stamp. And then I'll just trim this down and make it into one card. Right, so what's its width? No. We'll just slice a bit off here. And then take that to 14. slice a bit off there. Need a white layer. Need to cut this down. I really should have cut more. I do have layers. Some, oh no, I've got this one here. Right, I do have layers cut, but I'm not quite sure what they are right now. Do you think I was going to cut the trees off? Yeah. Right. This is the last card, and I will have used everything except that. So we'll just, I think that's pretty good. So I think that's been fun, and stamping is supposed to be fun, isn't it? And as I say, I'm pretty sure my JazzleDazzleCrafts will be way more organised than me, and it'll be something really beautiful to watch. And I've absolutely enjoyed your company tonight. I hope you've enjoyed my madness. Yeah. So I'll just stick this one down, and then I'll clear that sheet of paper and let you see all the cards I made. And just bear in mind that I started with that, a plain white sheet of paper, which was rather boring. Lid on the glue. The mad woman for Scotland. Well, there. So I've made 5 cards from that one sheet. So we've got our storm. Got a very, very calm, lovely wee scene here. Yep. Oops. And we've got our sunshine scene with the seagulls in the sunshine. Oh, you're going to work to make up some hours. Oh no. Right. And there's a very, just letting the stamp be the star of this one. So there you go. 5 cards, just over an hour. And now my JazzleCrafts are on, guys, so if you've got time, pop over and have a look and see what they're doing. And I'll see you all in the next video. If you haven't already subscribed, please do subscribe, and please press the bell icon to get notified when I'm coming on again. And yeah, thank you everyone for hanging out with me. I'm just going to take my phone down and let you see a little bit closer. You know, you get to see the mess as well, but hey. I'm happy. Happy playtime. And like you say, it is relaxing. Oops, that cable. I could take that out because I don't need it on charge now. So let's see if I can turn this. Okay, so cheers everyone. Thanks so much. I'll see you later. I'm going to go and watch Barry and Jay as well on my JazzleCrafts. Yeah, look, the hair's sticking up and everything. Never mind. Okay, take care. See you all soon. Bye. Where's the door?